What's up, you guys? This is Heathy here, hosting this video on behalf of Be Your Own B School. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and hit subscribe now. Today we're going to be looking at business loans. A step-by-step guide. Now, before we begin, I would like to preface and give a bit of a disclaimer that I am not a financial advisor. If you guys are going to be putting your money into anything based on my advice, please be aware that you're doing it at your own risk. These are just my recommendations based on my own personal experience. So with that, let's dig into it. Do you need to borrow money for your business? You are not alone. Many companies require a lot of capital, but don't have the cash on hand or simply want to expand their operations without taking too much risk. There are many options in the market today, from applying for an online loan with bank financing and private investors. These include options such as short-term loans, personal or business credit cards, and much more. Here is a detailed breakdown of each one of them. Short-term loans are for people who need money immediately but do not want to apply with a bank. These loans can be obtained from credit unions or private investors, usually family and friends. The borrower will receive the funds in 24 hours, but pays a high interest rate of up to 18%. This loan is ideal if you require more than $5,000 for a short term and you're looking to repay the debt fast. Personal or business credit cards offer no interest rates, but do not usually exceed more than $5,000 in amount. These cards can be used as an emergency fund and then paid off within 12 months without any monthly costs. The downside is that they have high interest rate when the credit card is not paid off in full. Loans from banks or lenders are the most common option, with many different kinds available depending on your business needs and personal circumstance. The downside of this type of loan is that interest rates can be as high as 18 to 25%, which can start to add up over time. What are some trusted sources for learning about my loan options? Check out the library, use Google search, or ask an expert at your nearest bank for more information. What are some other resources I could look into? Much of this type of decision should be done on a case-by-case basis and with the help of professionals so that you can find the best loan option tailored to your needs and situation. It's good to know that lending companies have different requirements, so it's important for you to decide what your business needs are and then find the best lender for those needs. How long does a loan take? One of the most common myths about business loans is that they must be completed within a set number of days or weeks. In some cases, there is a set time period for the completion of the loan, but it will be dependent on how long you are expected to repay your debt and what type of business financing you apply for. The application process can take months or years before funds are released due to the amount that needs to be approved for the business from the lender. If you're interested in applying for a business loan, then it's important to know that there are some types of loans which might be better suited for your needs and situation than others. A business credit card can provide an alternative way for businesses to fund their day-to-day activities without having to worry about the need for a large loan to cover the costs of starting or running their business. The government also offers special types of loan schemes for their citizens in the critical and needy time in niche business sectors to kickstart a business with cash. Let's talk a little bit more about government loans. Government loans are available in the form of subsidized and unsubsidized business loans. The difference between these types is that with an unsubsidized loan, you will be required to pay back your government loan plus interest over a set period of time. With a subsidized loan, however, you are only responsible for paying back what you borrowed originally, unlike the other type of loans, which require you to pay back the loan with interest. There are many other types of business loans available as well, such as a cash advance from your credit card company, some equity in property or collateral that can be used for an exchange, and more. So now we need to talk about what happens during bankruptcy. Of course, none of us want to have our business go bankrupt, but it's important to be prepared in the event. Here are some of the steps to help you during bankruptcy. Ensuring the business bankruptcy is filed correctly and in a timely manner. Filing for personal bankruptcy if it's necessary. Working with your creditors to come up with a payment plan that works for everyone during this difficult time. However, remember that several businesses have been able to stay afloat and continue operating even during bankruptcy. The government is also offering special types of loan schemes for their citizens in the critical and needy time, which can provide a cash injection into new businesses. What can you do post-bankruptcy? You can start again in a new business or diversify your work. Learn from what you learned during the bankruptcy process and try to improve on it. Or come up with a fresh idea that T doesn't rely on cash as its primary resource. Talk to other entrepreneurs that have gone through the process and see what they recommend before you start your new business. Personal bankruptcy is a last resort for many small businesses, but it's possible to stay afloat even during this time. The government offers special types of loan schemes, which can provide a cash injection into new businesses, but talk to other entrepreneurs who went through the process first, because there may be lessons learned from their experience or advice about how best not to repeat mistakes. You might want to consider starting again with a fresh idea that doesn't rely on cash as its main resource, or diversify your work by learning from an old experience on what has worked or not. Learn about the different types of business loans and what you need to apply for a loan. Find out how much salary is needed in order to start your own company. Understand which government schemes are available with advice on when they're best used, who's eligible, and more. Check out other entrepreneurs' experiences during their bankruptcy process for any wisdom or mistakes that can be avoided by learning from someone else's experience rather than starting afresh again with zero capital every time. How loan trend has changed post-COVID. The traditional bank loan process is still the most common type of business financing. However, with the advent and increasing popularity of online loans in recent years, it's not surprising that this has also influenced how businesses are applying for credit these days too. Remember when financial institutions used to be strict about what they would or wouldn't give out? Nowadays, you can get a loan from just about anywhere as long as you have an idea on how much money your company needs for its startup period. Post-COVID situation is a bit more complex than that. There are now more types of business loans available to meet a wider range of needs, and this includes options for borrowers who don't have collateral or equity as requirements. The government also offers special types of loan schemes for their citizens in the critical and needy time in niche business sectors to kickstart a business with cash. So here is a short summary of what you need to know about business loans. If your company is in a growth phase, the best option for financing may be long-term debt, such as an equipment loan or a real estate mortgage, because there are less restrictions on collateral and equity requirements. If it's been a while since your last funding round, you might want to explore investment options like venture capital firms that can provide either seed money or later stage investments, though these come with strings attached. Investors typically have higher interest rates than banks, so choose wisely. The government also offers special types of loan schemes for their citizens in the critical and needy time in niche business sectors to kickstart a business with cash. Anyways, that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. While you're at it, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.